Test, test. Good afternoon. Welcome to Fork Union Football. Today, Fork Union Military Academy plays host to St. Michael, the Archangel High School. Looks like Fork Union Military Academy won the coin toss and elected to defer. It appears that St. Michael has decided to receive the football for the first half, and we're getting ready for kickoff. Alexander Russ is back getting ready for the kickoff for Fork Union and to receive for St. Michael. Looks like they have multiple players back. A little bit of a slip, and it looks like they're going to blow the play dead. Waiting to see what happens here as the officials come together. Looks like they're just going to re-kick. Simple as that. So we'll try that again and see how it goes this time.
We'll take two.
Kick is away. And it looks like it's going out of bounds. That's going to be a penalty. Should come out to 35, is it in high school?
Looks like it, yeah. Yep, 35.
Alright. So, Coach Barnett's defense will take over for Fork Union. They're going to get ready to face a pretty heavy run offense. See if they're ready for the test. A lot of players in the backfield for St. Michael. Looks like we have halfback pass. Knocked away by Miles Mayfield. Good play from Miles. target. What was it? St. Michael's. You see what? Oh, number 7 throwing. Did you catch who was the target?
Did not. Did not. I don't know if it's the uniform design or
Yeah,
the way it's color combinations make it hard to see the numbers.
Very hard to pick up the numbers for St. Michael's.
Michael's.
Looks like it's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A little bit of motion. And right up the middle, looks like we have a good tackle by 58 for Fork Union. That's Ahmad Shah. Good for him.
Craig Heisen also in on that tackle as well.
Excellent.
Number 10 for Fork Union.
Should bring up 3rd and long, St. Michael. You don't think they're going to be able to stay with the run at this point, that they would have to attempt to pass.
Still loading up that backfield, though.
Absolutely. Coach Barnett definitely shouting out some adjustments to his defense. Uh-oh. Be careful not to jump early. And was that Hampton on the pressure, bringing the quarterback down, so he threw it incomplete?
Definitely good pressure on Showers there.
Absolutely. So that brings up,
Rushed that pass.
it's about 4th and 8. This is going to be a punt at this point in the field. And can you tell who Fork Union has back to receive? It looks like,
I'm gonna guess.
look, Miles, is that Miles Garrett back there?
It looks like, yeah, that's Miles. Back to receive the punt.
Falling back, making sure nothing. Playing it safe. And Miles on the return, breaks a couple of tackles early. He's got one man, but it slowed him down enough.
Return down to about 25, looks like.
Yeah, that was an excellent return for Fork Union. That's exactly what they could have hoped for. So they'll be taking over 1st and 10 at the 25. 25 yards out, 5 yards from the red zone.
So good start to the game. Good defensive stop there. 3 and out for St. Michael's. Good return on that. So hopefully Fork Union can capitalize on this. We'll see what they come out with an offense here. Vjon Hampton.
No, I think was that Hampton?
That was
It was 5, wasn't it?
Caleb Davis. Caleb Davis.
Tackled in the backfield. And that's Meyer under center for Fork Union.
Mm-hmm.
We'll have to keep an eye on. I hear that we likely will see a swap back and forth between Meyer and Alex Williams, who's don't think he's on the field right now unless he's on the far side.
It's Caleb again, Caleb Davis.
There's a decent gain up the middle, but it still brings up 3rd and
You got about 3 or 4 yards on that carry.
3rd and 8 maybe. So very similar to how St. Michael's found themselves on the first series.
True.
Hey, what do you got, Mark? What do you got? What do you got here?
Got Hampton in the backfield. We have 4 wide receivers. We'll see what Meyer does here. What Coach Schumann dials up. Meyer back. Ooh, tipped away by number 50.
Matthew Brown, good defensive play there.
Very nice.
Way to read the pass there. Good stop.
Looked like he was talking to Miles Mayfield, or was he? Not sure. And it looks like Fork Union
Keep
is
the offense on the field.
keeping the offense. Yes, facing 4th and 8. And the field position's advantageous even if you don't get it, but that's never the plan. Again, 4 wide. Hampton in the backfield. Meyer with the ball, drops back. Good catch.
Yeah, that's a first down, first down.
I could not see who got the reception, but it was a first down. Fork Union first down in the red zone. Looks like about at the 15-yard line.
His jersey's wrinkled up a little bit. That might have been Jordan Colbert on the catch. Number 8.
Yes, I would agree with that. Mayo hands it off. Hampton had no room to go, met right at the line of scrimmage.
He came from right over top of Shaw.
Somebody bringing up about second, maybe second and 11. So getting behind the sticks again here for Fork Union. Good defense from St. Michael.
Definitely a good penetration. They really blew up the offensive line on that play. O-line's got to play better than that for Fork Union if they want to be able to move the ball today.
Absolutely.
Oh no, I think he came from the.
We're facing second down. Looks like they marked it almost. It almost looks like it's 2nd and 12. Maya with the snap. Pressure. Ooh,
Good
number
pressure.
50.
Wow.
It's the second time
Number
he's
50.
pressed.
Matthew Brown's making his presence known this game.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 5 came on. He's coming off.
That's about a loss of 5 yards on that sack. Big play when they needed it. Brings up 3rd in what feels like forever.
But we'll call it 18.
Yeah, I got it. So yeah, number 5's coming off. He's that stand-up guy outside where he's playing defense.
Alright, so we have Myers back. 4 wide again with Hampton in the backfield. Takes the snap. Looking. He unleashes it. He's got to receive. Oh, great play.
That was a nice pass, but it was well read.
Oh, what happened here?
Looks like
Holding.
a hold on Fork Union.
I can barely see the flag out there, but yeah, you would think they decline here, or do they push him further back? I would think you would think they would decline, right?
Well, it's if you're on play field position, you push them back pretty good.
It looks
They're thinking about it.
the sticks are indicating they're getting ready to go to 4th down.
Yep. Looks like they're going to decline it.
They
It
decline.
brings up 4th down. Tell you, the rain this past week's done quite a number on this field.
This is just after the first quarter. I can only imagine what it's going to look like after halftime. Looks like a field goal attempt. Is that number 19 back?
It is Matthew Ward.
And for the holder, we have Alex Williams.
It's a 40-yard attempt.
No good.
A little bit short and to the right.
Yeah. Well, St. Michael's takes over. A little bit better field. Well, not as good a field position as last time since the kickoff went out of bounds, but they were taking over at about the 20. At this point, each team's had 1 possession. Score still stands at 0-0. We have about 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. Quick handoff.
Their whole
Direct snap.
offensive line wasn't even set.
And it looks like we have a tackle in the backfield by, was that Nick Julius?
It was Nick Julius
Good for him.
leading the way there.
They haven't really moved the change back. There they go. So it looks like that's going to bring up a 2nd and 12. Definitely a lot of yelling about movement early from the offensive.
Almost like it caught both teams by surprise.
It was a quick snap. Breaking the huddle is St. Michael. Defense finding their man and matching up. Again, heavy formation. Pass. And it looks a little underthrown or a little overthrown, depending on which receiver he was targeting. But ultimately, it looked like, was that Cookoff with the best play on the ball?
He did. He had a good play. Defender fell down on that play. I think it was Miles that might have fallen down on the coverage. It looked like he was wide open.
What's the play?
Got caught up in that mud a little bit, I think.
Yeah, good play, though, from the defense. Brings up a third and, again, about 3rd and 11. Both teams are staying pretty consistently behind the sticks at this point.
Defenses are shining early in this game.
A little bit of motion and snap. Looking for someone open downfield, and did he get his guy? I think he did.
He sure did.
Big gain. That's about, what was that, about 20-yard gain on 3rd and
Well,
12?
it's marked it right at the 40-yard lines where they got them spotted. So I would say about a 21-yard gain on that one.
Tight coverage though. Really good pass, really good catch, and way to hang on to the ball as the defender was ripping at it. Was that Foster in coverage? 23? We'll see if St. Michael starts to try to get more into their run offense, or if they continue to try to pass.
You're getting good protection on the quarterback.
I saw Hampton in there first, but ultimately the whole team came in there to make that tackle. No gain. Defensive coordinator's got to be happy about that one. Brings up 2nd and 10. St. Michael with a quick screen.
Nice read. Very
Great
nice
tackle.
read.
That was Miles again, wasn't it?
Yeah, Myles Garrett blew that one up pretty quick.
Or was that, who was that made a play on that ball? 15. That's got to be Blake Bolt. He made a heck of a read. He almost had a pick 6 right there, just barely missed it. And then Miles came in and absolutely shut that play down. Good play for Fork Union. Brings up about 3rd and 9. Motion, pre-snap. Oh, you hate to consider that a drop for St. Michael's, but it looked like it hit his receiver in his hands. It was a diving attempt all the same.
Yeah, just have to look like Cade Sullivan just couldn't hold on to that one.
That brings up 4th and 9, and I would imagine again a punt is likely.
Looks like it. Looks like they're setting up for a punt. Myles Garrett back to receive for Fork Union.
We have to explain the rules to the referees.
Again, playing safe on the coverage. That is right. That's a Schenkel right there, and not a good bounce either.
Barely past the first down marker.
Nah, Fork Union will be taking over on their own 48. Is that accurate?
50.
50.
Right,
Oh
midfield.
yeah, I'm blind.
What do you got here, Mark?
Fork Union's offense already out on the field. We have about little under 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Myers back again with Hampton in the backfield with him. Keeper by Myers. Some shifty running.
We're gonna get a hold on
But yeah, I did see some flag fly, and looks like the initial indication is going to be holding against the offense. Should move us back 10 yards. Possibly against one of our wide receivers on the outside. Always put your receiver in a tough spot when you run outside like that. And the officials counting it off right now. So it looks like that's going to add about 7 more yards or so. 6 to 7 depending.
Looks about 7. I would guess.
Yeah, so
6.
kind of like they put it right in the middle, but brings up 1st and 16 now for Fork Union. Four wide again, single running back in the backfield seems to be the base today. Ooh. Myers escaping the pocket, looking downfield, throws and almost picked off, but he was out of bounds.
It's ruled incomplete. St. Michael's making their case, but
I don't fault them for wanting the big play, but from up here, he was clearly out of bounds. I think the players all know that too, but they had to plead.
pretty sensational block there on there. The guy went high to try to make the tackle and was taken down by the running back.
I'm surprised with the hit to the helmet that didn't draw any kind of penalty, even at the high school level. Fork Union now looking at... Somehow the ball moved up a full yard. I'm not sure I understand this. It was just 1st and 16. Now it's 2nd and 15. I guess Fork Union caught a break. Either way, Mayo back. Little screen
pass.
Screen, nice blocking, and Hampton making people miss. But we got more flags.
Laundry on the field there.
There may have been some assistance in getting people to miss.
Unfortunately, it looks like it.
Alex thinking, man.
Definitely the hold there against Fork Union.
Yeah, man, it was so obvious.
Well,
Well,
so that's going to be another 10 yards from the last spot of the ball. Or 5 yards? 5 yards. I missed that penalty.
now that look, the ball's back to the original placing. Actually, it's
That's only 5 yards back. I'm confused. Apologize for
maybe
those
a
watching at home.
Spot foul, maybe. I don't know how they decided to.
That's
that one
accurate.
off.
That's accurate. That's probably what it was. Meyer dropping back. But he's sacked. I think that's number 5 for the same.
Number 5, Melvin Spriggs. Melvin Spriggs making the play. St. Michael's getting good pressure on the quarterback today. Really getting the penetration into the backfield. Fork Union's got to do a better job of doing some blocking here. Or it could be a long day.
It does appear we are just consistently going backwards right now, does it not?
Well, a combination of good plays by St. Michael and some
Bad penalties?
mental mistakes on Fork Union's part. Just moving the ball backwards right now.
You kind of wonder here, not to suggest a give-up play or anything, but you wonder if this is just going to be a standard handoff just to play another down distance. He's not. Myers back to throw. It looks like he's looking for Hampton across the middle, who's looking to make some people miss. He got past the original line of scrimmage.
It looks like they're marking about the 48-yard line of St. Michael's.
This should bring up about a 4th and 8, 4th and 9, depending on the spot. Looks like they're going to be generous, so 4th and 8 is what we're looking at. And we are punting, it appears. Not surprising given where we are on the field.
Blake Bolt back there to punt, looks like.
Yeah, that's what I would say. Number 2 for St. Michael back, Gary Jackson. Some motion over to the right side. 104 Union's going to catch a snap and start running to the right before punting rugby style. He waited as long as he could, made contact with the kicker, yet no flag. Ball out of bounds at about the, I would say 16, 17. And I think they were okay with it. He did leave the pocket, didn't he, Coach?
It looked like he was out there. He rolled out quite a bit. He was halfway home to Round Rock, Texas.
Once he left that pocket, he became a runner, so he was fair game, I
He
suppose.
certainly waited to the last second to punt that, didn't he?
He did. But that's still probably the best punt we've seen today.
Impressive that he got it out there, though.
He did.
St. Michael's got good pressure.
Fork Union has pretty good field position for their defense to take the field. but St. Michael's on offense. Looks like he's keeping. But 65 applying pressure, and it's a throwaway. Good pressure. 65. Outstanding job coming through. Is that Andrew Jordan? I think I saw a
Andrew.
flash of Hampton too.
Yeah, Vijan was back there. Putting pressure on him.
Good job by the defense there. Brings up 2nd and 10. We have about 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter right now. St. Michael looking at a 2nd and 10 from their own 18-yard line. Little motion and a handoff. A nice tackle. What was that, number 10, bringing him down?
Definitely Greg Heisen,
Nice.
Corps of Cadets battalion commander on the leading charge there and
Excellent job.
minimizing that gain.
Brings up about 3rd and, would you say 6?
6? I'd say 6. I don't know if I'd be right, but I'd say 6.
Let's go with it. St. Michael, this is probably the most manageable 3rd down they've had so far this game. They spread it out just a little bit more than they have here traditionally. A handoff to 3, but 65 and 10 meet them. That's Andrew Jordan.
Jordan and Heisen again.
Nice. Great job, guys.
Good series for them, both of them.
I think they're going to mark it as really no gain, but obviously a big play on 3rd down when you needed it.
Forcing the punt. They were able to get some.
Good penetration and good work by the bigs up front to open the lanes up to allow the linebackers to get through.
Remind Shaw.
They don't always get their names called, but they definitely make the plays for the others.
That's true. That's true.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God. Okay.
Miles Garrett back again to receive the punt, but the punt again, a little bit of a screwball off the side, and Miles Mayfield smart to get away from it, not to let that bounce up and hit him.
38-yard line, looks like.
Consider that a win for the special teams for Fork Union.
Another drive starts off with pretty good field position. Hopefully they can do something with it this time.
And they got to cut the penalties out. That's been the bane right now is penalties, and I think have we already had 2 sacks against our quarterback today?
No.
Mayo back again. He's keeping it. Don't blame him. Little run outside. Look like this time there are no flags, so we finally have a quarterback. Oh, well, I spoke and there's a flag there at the end. I saw it. I was watching the official, and he immediately dug into his pocket, pulled the flag out, and threw it down. I just knew it was going to happen. Don't know why I said anything.
Once again, Fork Union on the flag. The call's going to be blocking the back, maybe?
And then, again, putting those outside receivers in a tough position. Don't know if it was necessarily one of them that drew the flag or if it was a lineman. Sometimes those simple handoffs up the middle make it a lot easier on the line and on the blockers, but when you go outside, there's a big play waiting to happen. There's a lot of hold flags that can be thrown. Good pass to 10. He catches it. Or 16, excuse me. So that, if I'm not mistaken,
That's
is
Nick
that
Julius.
Nick Julius?
Yep.
And that's the end of the first quarter. The end of the first quarter, Fork Union 0, St. Michael 0. Fork Union is facing a 3rd down, probably about a 3rd and 9 after the penalty and then the quick completion. So we'll see where that goes. I believe it's third down. I may have been mistaken. Actually, is that first down right after the hold?
Have no clue.
I actually think when we get back, it will be second down.
Second or second and 11, depending on the spot.
Thank you.
We're coming back from the intermission between the first and second quarter, getting ready to start the second quarter. Teams taking the field, flip the field as normal.
Maybe Fort Union could do something on this side of the field. Looks a little bit cleaner on this side.
It does appear a little bit cleaner, and that is it is second down. So I had to guess at it a bit and finally get some outside assistance, but it is in fact second down. And it looks like a little bit of rain coming down out there should make this a more interesting game, I suppose.
Just what this field needs. More rain.
Mayo back and unleashes one. He's got Nick. Oh! But there's a flag too? Well, incompletion. Nick Julius definitely was bobbling with the ball. It was a little bit underthrown, but he still brought it in. And we'll see what the flag is. You wonder if the illegal contact or pass interference is going to be the call. Pass interference on the defense.
On the Warriors.
And that should give Fort Union a first down. Again, in high score, it is not a penalty. It's not a spot foul, so they'll mark off the yardage. I believe it's 15.
Take it down to about 25.
Yeah, so about 5 yards out from the red zone, and Fort Union will have first down. We'll see what they can do from here.
Alright, what do you got?
Again, with the traditional base offense, 4 wide. Hampton in the backfield. Meyer hands it off, a straight handoff.
It's about four.
And Hampton brings up about 3 to 4 yards. We'll see how they're marking it. So that should bring up about 2nd and 7.
Well, they marked it for about probably closer to 2-yard gain.
It does appear that way. Snap Meyer with the handoff.
Nice.
Hampton up the middle. Tackled by, is that number 11 for St. Michael?
19-yard line.
It looked like it was about a 5-yard gain, thereabouts, it looks like.
Third
But
and about 4.
where they're marking it looks like 3rd and 4. Yeah.
Yep. Sure enough.
Fort Union facing a very manageable 3rd down where run and pass are still very much live options for them. And given the conditions, it's always possible that they may be setting up for a 4th down, although you don't want that, certainly. Right hash. Meyer with the ball. Free rush will come through, but good catch by Miles Mayfield, but he's going to be game tackled in the secondary. But that's a first down. That's in the red zone.
Yeah, once he caught that button hook and turned around, I thought he was going straight for the end zone, but the safety had other plans for him, I guess.
I think it's going to be first and goal from the 6 based on the markage. But again, good execution. Looked like there was a free edge rusher that was coming right at Meyer. That was good pocket poise to stand in there and deliver that ball. Meyer with the straight handoff. Hampton up the middle, breaking some tackles. I do not think he got in.
Yeah, he got close, but no.
we have one official marking it close to the 1 yard line, while the other is clearly marking it on the 2 yard line. So they'll settle somewhere in between, I would imagine.
No, the guy with closer to 2 had the ball, so he won.
Oh, he won. How
We're
about
on
that?
the 2 yard line.
So 2nd and goal from the 2. And I think we're going to have a delay a game here. And yes, we do. Delay a game on the offense. This is a penalty you just can't have.
Not that close to the gun zone, that's for sure.
No. This basically wipes out the whole last play that they just had, and it's not automatic. So I think we have a
Timeout on,
St. Michael.
St. Michael's, yes, sir.
All right. Quick break.
I don't know. It's
All right, we are back. Fork Union facing 2nd down on the 2nd and goal from about the 6-7. Drop back from Meyer, who unleashes it wide, but overthrow, and that's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down, 3rd and goal. And see what Coach Schumann dials up.
hey, what do you got? What do you got?
All right, big play here for Fork Union. Meyer has Caleb Davis with him in the backfield this time. Meyer rolling out to his left. Jump throw. Oh, he had Hampton. Looked like a clear drop, but I don't think Hampton was ready for it. Either way, that brings up 4th and goal, and it looks like they're sending out the field goal team. Is that
Looks like it, yep.
Matthew Ward out
Ward's
there?
out there, ready for the kick.
Nope. Oh, we got some confusion. I'm assuming that's Alex Williams out there on the hold. Can't see his number for certain.
You would be assuming correctly.
Kicks away, and that fell good.
Yep.
Yeah.
On the board.
Fork Union with the first points of today's game take the lead 3-0 against St. Michael. Getting ready for the kickoff right after that score. Fork Union getting ready for the kickoff after
Looks
the
like
field
that
goal.
last score got the core into it. They're starting
Yeah.
to make some noise.
We have home field advantage.
I forgot the core was here, to be honest with you.
They're here.
Rumor has it. Here we go.
Score should be 3-0.
Alexander Russ with the kickoff.
Whoever's on the scoreboard.
And we got 2 from St. Michael's returning. That's Gary Jackson. Oh, big hit by Miles Mayfield. Good job, young man. That excited up the team.
Can we get our points on the board, please?
It looks like St. Michael taking over at the 31-yard line.
Drew.
We'll see. They're starting off. This is probably the most spread we've seen their offense on first down so far today. Wonder if it's all deception. They're just going to run it.
Could be trying to spread the defense out a little bit too.
Maybe a good plan at this point.
Fork Union front line's done a pretty good job.
A toss to the outside. He's got some room, but we got a flag. We got multiple flags. So,
Got a flag at the 50 and a flag back down here at the 30, it looks like.
and it looked like a face mask down around the 50. I think it was a holdback at around the 30. So,
Hey, what was that call?
Could possibly be looking at offsetting, I guess.
run it again from where they were.
Pretend it never
Yeah,
happened.
that play call.
We do have holding against St. Michael. And is that it? Or is there another?
He's got. Oh, here we go.
Holding.
against
St. Michael declined. Holding against. So we had 2 holding calls. I was wrong on the face
Double
mask. My
dose of holding,
apologies.
looks like. Well,
There was definitely that looked very awkward out at the 50-yard line. Surprised the face mask wasn't part of that. Then mark off 10 yards and puts him back at the 20-yard line. This is about 1st and 20. That toss play looked like it was gonna go for some big gain for St. Michael. They see if they can get back to the running game even with 1st and 20. Some direction coming in from the coaches for both sides. More motion. And that's probably going to be everyone else on the offense did.
mark off 5 yards against St. Michael.
That brings up 1st and 25. These are not good numbers. St. Michael dropping back, free rush, but a good screen way to get that off, and here's some advantageous, but we got more laundry on the field. And now a hat's been thrown as well. So we've got a flag back at the 30. We got a hat at the 40.
Yeah, it looked like on that first penalty, Kirk Kirkhoff was getting ready to make a play on the ball, and Michael Perry, number 71, got a little bit overly excited on that tackle. Decided to personally escort him out of bounds by holding his jersey and forcing him out that way. So definitely a no-no.
Was that number 7 on the reception? He's had both the toss and the reception. Is that accurate for St. Michael?
I'll be honest with you, Scott, I don't know. I was looking to see how far Perry was going to take Kirkhoff.
It's right where the flags land, Coach. 10 yards from where the flag's at.
Personal foul against Fork Union.
Offsetting call.
Offsetting, so they run that play back. You know, all the same, that was a big play waiting to happen for St. Michael. They caught
They
Fork
anticipated it. Yeah,
They-
that's for sure.
Union. Caught St. Michael caught Fork Union definitely being aggressive, and it almost paid off big for St. Michael. Unfortunately, they'll have to try it again, and this time you would imagine Fork Union's ready for it.
We can hope.
This is still first down. I believe it is still 1st and 25. And yes, that is number 7 in the backfield. Low snap, but he gets it, he handles it, and he unleashes. Oh, but oh no! And what a big play! And good catch. Touchdown saving tackle by, is that Q Julius? That ball was going to fall incomplete. Got tipped by Odefendo, caught by St. Michael. And what a big play. St. Michael needed that to get back in this.
That's all I can say is wow.
Wow. Wow. But again, big tackle there so that Fork Union didn't immediately fall behind. That's one of those things you don't talk enough about.
Four wide.
The receivers on one side, St. Michael. Oh, it's an underthrow again, but misread by 17, and that is just a touchdown.
Stopping 5 seconds before.
Yeah, Primo Vera got caught in a bad spot there.
He did. He thought he could make a play on that ball, and it just couldn't follow it.
St. Michael turned around pretty quick there. They're looking at long yardage to go on their own 20-yard line, and
Two
a couple plays later,
pass
They're in the
plays
end
and
zone.
touchdown.
it's frustrating, I'm sure, for defensive coaches and the players at Fork Union. Hopefully they can bounce back the next time St. Michael's gets the ball.
Whole lot of ball game left.
Stop. When the ball's still in the middle of its arm.
Let's see if St. Michael's can knock home the extra point here, give themselves a 4-point lead. But as we know in high school football, nothing's automatic.
True that.
Oh, bad snap, and
Wow. Is that foreboding with your comment there?
I'll take it
Okay.
if I have those kind of
You
powers.
look like a genius.
That was 32 for Fork Union. Mitchell. Good
It's a bad snap. I mean, it's not much the holder or the kicker can do with that one.
No, all you can do is backyard ball, try to get into the end zone as quick as you can, and hopefully no one brings you down. Unfortunately, Fork Union caught him and brought him down. Fork Union catches a break, obviously, but it was some good execution on the special teams to make sure that they brought that down, didn't let it go for 2. Score right now is St. Michael leading 6-3 against Fork Union. We have about 6 minutes left in the first half of football. The cook-off and Q Julius going deep for the return. The way this game goes, I'm not certain the ball's going to make it to them, but we'll see.
It's tough to get a footing in it on a field like this, and like I said, it's rained a lot last week, and it's a little bit coming down right now, looks like, and makes it tough.
Absolutely. If I was out there kicking, the only thing I could guarantee you is I'd end up on my backside.
Would you kick the ball first?
No, I'll Charlie Brown it.
Okay.
And it looks like we had a whistle. That was a
I
quick
thought I
whistle,
heard a
but
whistle.
looks like
Kind of confused by all that.
I believe the whistle was to say they were okay for the kickoff, and St. Michael's immediately kicked it off. So
Good anticipation on the kicker's part there.
very much so. But Fork Union managed to recover that. Kind of seemed like a squib kick, for lack of a better term, a little pop-up kick. But regardless,
Definitely.
Fork Union will take over at the 31-yard line.
Looks like the 30 mud yard line.
Oh, yeah.
Not the 30-yard line. Looks like. See if Fork Union can move the ball. They did a pretty good job last time they had the possession there. We'll see what happens.
Maya with the handoff to Hampton. Hampton goes up the middle. He's met by pretty much the whole team. Let's say that's a gain of 1.
Yeah, a little bit over 1 looks like.
Way to go, Anthony!
Now 1 looked like it turned into 2 yards, but it looks like 2nd and 8 for Fork Union.
Protect the inside, Kay!
Single high look. Mayo unleash a quick pass. It's not going anywhere. Oh, we got some.
Good anticipation from the St. Michael's defense. Warriors were there to meet the play.
They absolutely were. It was unfortunate for Fork Union bringing up 3rd and 8. Definitely some extracurricular activities down the field may have been caught on the stream that you were able to catch. We'll see if that plays up more. Hopefully everyone will keep their frustrations in check.
We got too many guys on the field, I think. Base three, Alex. Base three, Alex. 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 12 guys on the field.
I believe that there is a penalty, and as I'm being tipped off, it may be too many men on the field on the defense. That may be a break for Fork Union to make this much more manageable. And it does look that way.
Definitely so. I mean, St. Michael's has done a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback and getting into the backfield pretty quick. So anytime you can shorten the yardage to go to 1st down, it's going to help you out quite a bit in a game like this.
You don't think that was because they had too many men on the field the entire time, do you?
No, it just seemed like that sometimes.
Ah. Third and 3, Fork Union, Mayo back. Hand off, and it looks like Hampton's got some room to run. And it is going to be a 1st down. Looks like a gain of 10. Mayo got hit on that play. I was a little interested. I guess defensive player just made sure he had his man.
Mm-hmm. Coming out to 46, looks like. 1st down.
Losing a little bit more sunlight all the time. Quarterback keeper. And we have more flags. And I have a feeling this will be a hold against the offense. And it is in fact a hold against the offense. This will push us back. A lot of holding calls being made against our wide receivers. It's got to drive a wide receivers coach mad at this point.
It's got to drive any coach crazy at this point. I'll tell you who it would drive crazy is our old friend Mickey Sullivan. He's probably glad he's just watching this on the stream down in the Outer Banks of North Carolina and not coaching right now. Probably pulling his hair out, whatever little hair he has left.
Maybe more than me at this point.
But definitely need to fix some of these mental errors that they're making, fundamental mistakes, and hopefully they can get it turned around.
Well, can you face him 1st and 17? Mayo with a good open receiver, good hit, and good catch. Good open field tackle by St. Michael. And we got a lot of whistles.
Yeah.
We go, Rambo!
More penalties.
Do we really?
Yes, we do. You couldn't see it because of the mud
Oh.
where the flag was, but
I mean,
the flag was thrown close to about the 36-yard line. So a good play there is going to come back.
it is. Are they calling that a hold?
I did not see the call. But based on the yardage, I'm going to guess it is.
That's it. Ooh.
So it looks like 1st and forever.
Yeah, 1st and 25. It worked for St. Michael's last time. Let's see if it works for us. Meyer dropping back. He's got some pressure, and that ball is deflected back.
Once again, St. Michael's getting back into the backfield, getting in the quarterback's face, getting some pressure, getting their hands up, knock that ball back.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you what, this is the second time we played St. Michael's this year. They're a small school in the Fredericksburg area, but they certainly do come to play. These young men have heart, and they definitely can get the job done, and they'll give you a game. So definitely kudos to them
Absolutely.
and to their coaching staff for that.
And what it takes to be able to play football in this COVID world.
Thankfully, both these schools have the ability to get on the field. A lot of schools don't have that ability right now, so definitely thankful that these two can meet up, and thankful to St. Michael's for meeting up against us.
And Mayo back, but
Ooh,
pressure
once
again.
again.
That ball is loose, but it.
Once again, he got a clean shot on the quarterback.
But
It looked
Myers-
like, and he hurt him.
Mayo is holding his own.
He definitely got to him, and I don't know if he was hurt or he's just really frustrated right now. I think he's definitely hurting a little bit, but it looks like he's really frustrated. Training staff heading on out there to check him out. Bridget Cornett and Cadet Albunia on the field warming up a little bit, getting some couple throws in before the play.
Alex was the starting quarterback the last time these two teams met, so he has a little bit of familiarity with what he's seen from their defense. Let's see if that pays off for him. Alex back. Oh, deliver. Oh, pick. Number 11. Good play, good tackle by number 3.
Cade Sullivan on the pick there. It's a pretty decent throw by Alex, but he stepped right in front of it, off the tip, and picked off the ball.
Had a lot of pressure too, but he stepped up and navigated the pocket.
St. Michael's is giving us consistent pressure.
They are. You wonder if the coaches will adjust their blocking to try to assist.
Surely. Well, Scott, but I mean, for sure.
Don't call me Shirley.
But I'm bummed.
What do you got? Strong Eagle 3?
We got 1st and 10 for St. Michael.
Hey, we call timeout. We gonna get off.
I'm about 28, 28, but it looks like it's going to be below dead. Timeout, St. Michael.
Since they had to take one. We're getting down close to 0 on the play clock and save some yardage. They had to take that penalty. I mean, sorry, the timeout. My mistake.
I believe, if I'm keeping track,
They only have one.
St. Michael with 1 timeout left. Fork Union Stars, all 3 of their timeouts left.
I believe so.
2 minutes, 20 seconds or so left in the first half. St. Michael threatening.
Oh, okay. All right.
No, it's number 10.
St. Michael's had some success last time spreading us out defensively, so I see they're going back to that, which is wise. Hand off up the middle. Pretty good gain. That you get the feeling that's the kind of gain that St. Michael's will take every day. They just keep running that play if they get that kind of results.
Certainly, that was Shamar Wright on the carry there, and he was going to gain some yardage and carry whoever he had to with him.
He carried him a few extra yards. This was certain. Second down, 2nd and 4. Both teams looking to their respective coordinators, make sure they get their plays in. Pass and great pressure from Fork Union there. Everyone got through.
Good pressure. Got to give a little bit of an assist there to the conditions of the field there. It looks like he kind of lost his footing there trying to escape the pressure. Fork Union trying to rush on some change of personnel there. Hopefully it won't be too confusing for everybody.
And looks like we got a flag out, so this play will come back. That would look like a big gain there.
Yep, going to be a holding this time against St. Michael.
If it was further down the field, though, I mean, right now they have it marked off at the 20-yard line, so that will push them back to the 30, if that happens to be the case. There was a second flag that just got thrown. I'm watching for the... So we got a hold against St. Michael. It looks like a sideline infraction against St. Michael as well.
It's going to push him pretty...
Well,
sideline warning,
not that bad. Just the warning, yeah.
Yes, sir.
So the 3rd and 8, not that bad considering. So the hold must have occurred down the field. Fork Union needs to stop. Handoff, and they just couldn't bring him down, and it looks like he is... St. Michael looks like they brought up a first down. He stepped out of bounds at around the 16-yard line, which is fortunate for Fork Union, because if you were watching that, you saw him continue to just muscle over Fork Union athletes about another 10 yards down the field.
No, definitely. Wright is definitely running with authority. He's trying to get downfield as much as he can, and he's doing a pretty good job of it this drive.
Right now, sitting at about 50 seconds left. And Fork Union's going to have to hold on, try to get to halftime at this point, not letting us score.
Or come up with a good defensive play, maybe even a turnover. Give themselves a chance to get some points on the board.
Oh, that was an off-target throw. Cookoff trying to make something out of it, but that was essentially a throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10. Not much time really has fallen off the clock since the last play. Should be plenty of time for St. Michael's to do whatever they need at this point. They still have the one timeout left.
Definitely, they are taking a lot of time between plays. So if they do any running plays, they're going to need to get back to the line quicker and get the ball snapped.
Agreed. Quick pass.
Ooh.
Oh, was that a backwards pass, though? It looks like they're blowing it dead, indicating not. A good hustle just to be safe anyway. That should bring up 3rd and 10. St. Michael's going to have to be careful here. They can't just drop back and think they're not going to have Fork Union pressure coming at them.
No, and based on after the last touchdown, the difficulty they had snapping the ball for the extra point attempt in the muddy field, you definitely don't want to get to the point where you got to try a field goal attempt this far out.
Not on this side of the field. Not with current conditions. Absolutely.
So they got to take some shots.
And put it in the air.
And the drop back. Got the clean pocket delivered, but picked by Kirkhoff, who is
He's gonna
going to
run
bring
it
it out. Questionable,
Okay.
but let's see how
All
it
right,
works
let's
out
see
for
what
him.
Kirko does.
Oh, he's
Oh.
look at him breaking tackles.
There's a flag on the field though, back about the 7-yard line.
I did see that, but that was after the interception, I believe, which was a big play Fork Union needed.
It was a bold move by Kirkhoff, and it looks like it worked out a little bit, except for that penalty.
Fork Union will be getting the ball back with 23 seconds or so left in the half. Even with 3 timeouts, it's relatively unrealistic to expect they're going to do much with that.
Well, we'll see what Coach Schumann decides to do. You know, he could just head to the locker room and try to regroup for the second half, or at least maybe try a few plays to give themselves a chance to throw some more points on the board. We'll see. After the penalty, the ball is placed back at the 5-yard line. So looks like some confusion there with the Fork Union players and the receivers.
And there's a flag.
More flags on the field.
Pre-snap, you would think that's against the offense.
Hey, their splits are way too tight.
Too many. Is that too many guys? I think that was too many defenders on the field for St. Michael's, which is going to give Fork Union about 5 free. Well, should give them 5 free yards.
A little bit of breathing room back then. We'll see what they decide to do with that. Looks like they were ready to at least try to make an attempt to get down the field a little bit.
Zaquan! Scott! Scott! So tell Cadenville. Cade, back up!
Alex Williams still out there for Fork Union. He's going deep.
Did I tell you back up?
Hang it up a little there.
Oh, and a catch. A catch. Is that 16?
That's Nick Julius.
Nice.
Nick Julius with the catch.
And that will be the first time out for Fork Union. They got it out to the 50.
Well, Alex kind of hung it up there a little bit and let Nick make a play on it, and he did.
9 seconds went off the clock there with 11 seconds left. They hit another play like that, they definitely give themselves a chance, but there's a little bit of luck with that last play.
I'll take it.
Nice to see the aggressive approach from Coach Schumann.
Definitely. Especially with a guy behind center who might not have been anticipating having to take snaps at this point in the game.
No.
You know, Alex was out there playing receiver, kind of a hybrid receiver tight end position, and
Now he's being called upon to go back under center and help steer this team.
good play back there to show some poise and step up and make the throw.
Michael isn't taking as many chances this time, playing their defenders back a bit. Sort of a high safety look. Alex unleashing. And Alex got hit. He delivered a very nice, very catchable ball, but just weren't able to bring it in. Was that, I believe, Q Julius on that one? Who was the target?
There's Q, Nick's twin brother.
They're related?
They're twins, Scott.
Oh.
So yes.
Wonderful young men.
Definitely, definitely.
Alex here with one last chance. He's reading the pressure, but he
St.
is.
Michael's once again with the pressure.
And that's going to take us to halftime. Well, we're going to take a break right now. Thank you guys for listening. We'll be back for the second half. Welcome back to Fork Union for the second half football. Both teams are getting out of their stretch warm-ups, and we should be getting ready for action here shortly.
Fork Union's got to come into this second half and do a better job of controlling the line. If they can't get the line controlled, it's going to be a long, long rest of the game for them. They've got to protect the quarterback better. They got to open up some holes for the running backs and be able to control the line of scrimmage and maintain possession of the ball. They got to also cut down on some dumb penalties, to be honest with you. Too many penalties the first half, and it's just really it's affected their game, and they're just not getting it. They didn't get done in the first half. Hopefully, Coach Schumann, Coach Barnett, and the rest of the coaching staff were able to crack the code with these guys, and they'll come out here and put on a better display in the second half. We can certainly hope so, and we trust that Coach Schumann and Coach Barnett and those guys can get it done. So looking forward to it, and getting ready here as in the first half, Fork Union won the toss and elected to defer, so they will receive to start off the second half. So they'll get a chance right away to show us if they've made some adjustments on offense to get it done.
St. Michael has the lead right now, 6-3, playing ahead. Big question for Fork Union coming out of half is going to be who's the quarterback.
Good question. Alex Williams down there on the sideline next to the coaching staff, so could be him. Do you?
I see Meyer out there warming up as well.
So Meyer's out there warming up. There he is on the other end of the sideline with the football in his hand. That's a good sign for us. Don't want to see your starting quarterback sideline for any reason. So
Absolutely.
definitely good to see him out there.
And a little pooch kick. No
get
one's
on it.
over there. And they did not fall on it. It was recovered by St. Michael. Heck of a recovery, execution. And it was a great kick into an open hole. There was no Fork Union player.
I think that was number 20, David Levine. Looked like he tried to control it and just couldn't get a handle on it.
It's one of those bad situations where you could fall on it, which is what they try to coach you to do. Make sure you fall on it and cradle it. And you try to jump on it with your body, it squirts out, and who knows where it could go.
True, and then you never know. You get the adrenaline pumping in a moment like that. Maybe he thought he could grab it and go. But again, I think the field conditions didn't help in that regard. Very, very wet, muddy field out there.
Big break for St. Michael, taking the lead early, and now getting the ball in the second half, stealing a possession, if you will, from Fork Union. And a good jet sweep motion. Good tackle, though, by Fork Union, bringing them down. That was 13 and 15 helping in. So that was Marcus Billingsley and Blake Bolt.
Marcus and Blake, two of our company commanders this year. Blake's in charge of Bravo Company, and Marcus is in charge of the Delta Company, which is our postgraduate players, our postgraduate team on their way to Pittsburgh as we speak. And
Safe travels.
Best of luck to them in their game tomorrow. Certainly, definitely safe travels to them as they battle against Steel City Prep tomorrow afternoon.
Brings up 2nd and 12. Snap, quick hitter. A little bobbled, but looks like it fell incomplete. That may be fortunate for St. Michael there. That ball, if it had not fallen incomplete, was the only other place it could have bounced was into one of the defender's hands.
Yeah, and Blake Bolt was ready to get it if he was there to make the play. But you're right. Definitely good for St. Michael's that it fell incomplete in that regard.
Brings up 3rd and 12. Fork Union looks like they come out ready to play, but let's see if they can continue the execution. This quick screen, and they're hanging on for dear life, trying to bring them down, and it looks like the gang tackling is going to work. Total team tackle that was really good by Fork Union to get there, hang on for dear life until support got there and brought them down.
I'll tell you, the way that Wright's been running with the ball, you pretty much need the entire team to bring him down.
Okay.
He's definitely a load to bring down. Once again, number 12.
And let's see if St. Michael gets better punt in the second half. In the first half, it was certainly a struggle, and they were able to give Fork Union some very he knew it hit him, but he didn't know. He spun and act like it hit him. And he's fortunate to roll out of bounds like it did, but we do have a St. Michael player down.
like number 11, Cade Sullivan, being attended to by the Fork Union training staff and the St. Michael's training.
Given how that snap went, given everything, they were very fortunate to get the punt away, and it almost turned disastrous for Fork Union when it bounced off one of their players. Very
Certainly.
fortunate and went out of bounds. 11 is up and walking away gingerly, but appears to be okay, which is a good sign.
Definitely, definitely.
And Fork Union now has the ball. Looks to be the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. Definitely in the bad part of the field, though, in terms of how torn up it is.
Good news for Fork Union is that Meyer is back out there, quarterback.
Excellent news. Handoff. Is that Caleb? It looked like Caleb. And he was ran to the sideline. That was good defensive play by St. Michael.
I believe so. Looks like they might have even minimal gain at best.
What's the formation, Mark?
Brings up second, maybe second 11, but
Hole was there for a second.
different kind of offensive look here. A little bit tighter, maybe to help with the pass rush. Handoff again to Caleb Davis.
Third and,
About a 2-yard gain on that. No, actually, I think it's about a 3-yard gain.
Get
on
back
that
to the 25-yard line.
one.
Brings up 3rd and 8. Fork Union hasn't had a lot of easy third downs so far today, and that's
No, and once again, you got to protect the quarterback when you got a 3rd and a play of this length. So hopefully they can give him some time to throw, and Meyer can get it completed for a 1st down. We'll see.
and looks like Hampton's in the backfield with him. They managed to give a clean pocket.
Hey, great coverage, pull on.
They ruined that in incompletion.
They are.
Okay. Hard to see. It looked like he attempted to create, or certainly officials are saying it hit the ground, and that will bring up 4th down for Fork Union, punting time. And this is where, given how this game is played out, this is a big opportunity for Fork Union. If they can execute the punt, pin them back, and put their backs to their own end zone, and see if maybe they can get a break defensively.
Now looks like they've got Alex Williams back there to punt. And remember earlier in the game they had Blake Bolt back there doing the rugby style punt.
That's
And it
true.
looks like Alex is just going to do your straightforward.
Good punt, good punt, good bounce, but not gonna kind of stopped where it was. And St. Michael's will take over at their 45. 55 yards out from the end zone. But not a bad punt. Plenty of hang time, plenty of time to get down there. Unfortunately, the ball did just die once it hit the ground.
Decided it liked where it hit and it was going to stay there one way or the other. So
Maybe saw its shadow.
Fork Union defense got to come up big here, try to make a good either a 3 and out or get a turnover of some sort, and try to swing momentum in this game back to the Fork Union sideline.
Absolutely. St. Michael going with that spread look. Back to that toss that worked well earlier if it wasn't for a hold call. And again, it looks like a massive hole. They managed to chase him down. Looked like Hampton chasing him down, throwing him out of bounds. But massive gain.
I tell you,
Yes. The end is going to be.
tell you once again, Shamar Wright just running with authority. He's definitely every time he touches the ball, it looks like he can definitely break a long run.
1st and 10 for St. Michael at the 35-yard line. Some substitution here a little bit later, so we'll see how that plays out. So they're able to get the snap off in time. both sidelines, and really surprised that they haven't called a delay a game, to be truthful.
Certainly. Clock shows about 7 seconds left on the play clock.
A handoff again to right, and Fork Union trying to arm tackle someone who is just going with steam. It's going to take more than arm tackles.
And he is in the end zone. He's definitely, once again, I mean, he is tough to stop right now.
He's a big guy, and you got to run all the way through if you want any hope to bring him down. Running up and slowing down as you're trying to make a tackle, that you're not going to bring him down. In fact,
looks like after that missed extra point earlier in the game, they're going to go for 2 to make it up. Try to make it an even 14 points if this is successful. It's confusing Fork Union, it looks like, trying to get the correct personnel on the field. Although, looks like St. Michael's might be a little bit confused as well, trying to get their right guys and the play executed. So, see what happens with this conversion. And the pass is complete for the 2-point conversion.
Miles Mayfield in the coverage looked like he slipped and just had to
He's not
hang
getting
on.
back up either. He is not getting up. He doesn't appear to be in pain, but initially something is definitely wrong. He didn't even try to stand up after he fell. So hopefully everything is okay with Miles. Bridget Cornett and Cadet Albunia out there quickly to tend to him. As always, with all levels of our athletics here, definitely good to see the training staff out there. Great training staff, regardless of the sport. Definitely helping our cadets anytime that they get injured out there on the field, and on the courts, and on the cross-country courses, etc., etc.
It's a big moment for Fork Union. See how they respond after giving up the touchdown, 2-point conversion. Miles is up now. He is being walked off under his own power.
That's good to see. He's doing it his own power without a noticeable limp or struggle there. So hopefully you get back on the field soon.
At this point, Fork Union Special Teams has to be aware that we've seen 2 of these sort of pooch kicks where they've just popped up into the air into the short hole. And they got to be ready to pounce into that area, fill it up, catch the ball, and cover it up and not let it squirt away like it did last time. And they have brought everyone up. No one really back all that deep at this point for Fork Union.
Right back the exact same spot that they started off the second half with, and almost got the same result.
Almost did. Was that 14 on the recovery? Q, Julius?
Might have been. I also see Greg Heisen, number 10, coming back from that general area as well too. So I don't know if he was back there to block or he was the one that got the ball kicked to him.
It was about 2 yards.
First down at the 25-yard line. They have some players running on and off the field late for both teams. And it looks like they're blowing this dead. Timeout at St. Michael. Honestly, both teams looked a little confused there.
Yeah, I think both of them are trying to get personnel on the field, and looks like St. Michael's blinks first as far as a timeout.
Truthfully, at this time, Fork Union needs to understand no matter how good this drive can go, you cannot tie the game up simply off one good drive. So you just need to get the drive going. You got to get some momentum. You got to get some confidence. Stay out of the hole with the penalties that they've been finding frequently at this point.
They got to get into a groove, which St. Michael's has done a good job of throwing them off. But Fort Union's done a good job themselves too with penalties, keeping themselves in check. So let's see how they do with this drive.
Hand off to Hampton, who ran up the middle, but really there was no room.
Now, once again, St. Michael's just meeting them right at the line. St. Michael's definitely making a push.
Brings up 2nd and 10. Unfortunately, this is exactly what St. Michael's wants and not what Fork Union wants. They want to get them behind the sticks. They want to be able to unleash that pass rush that has already sacked the quarterback a number of times.
Oh, certainly. And as good a running back as Vjon is, he needs some space to run in.
Another handoff. There is room to run this time, and he's trying to stay behind his blocker. Maybe a little too hesitant there. Currently off the ground.
A little bit of an unorthodox tackle there. Vjon took a little bit of exception to it. Looked like a good thing he kept his head there.
He did. Brings it up to about the 32-yard line.
About a 7-yard gain on that one, I guess.
Brings up 3rd and 4. You get the 4, you definitely get the first down, but
Well, then you try for 4.
and you go for 4.
At least.
Why not? Another handoff to Hampton, who's able to run up, but he is met, and he is going to be short.
Very close. Yeah. Well, the referee on the far side marking him short.
I'll be
It'll be
surprised.
a matter of inches, it looks like.
They are giving it to
No,
him.
they're giving it to him.
No measurement.
Okay.
Home field advantage. Fresh set of downs. That was three straight runs with Hampton. It worked out for the team. Drop back to pass. Oh,
Well, you mentioned the 3 straight runs. At this point, you have to try to establish some sort of running game to keep the pass rushers honest. Otherwise, they're just going to pin their ears back and come straight for the quarterback. You got to set up the pass with the run in this case.
well said. That pass fell incomplete. Looked like it was that targeting 11?
I believe it was. Riley Ambrose.
Next first down, you might want to look at Mo.
Second 10. Handoff, but ran right into the pile.
They are
Big
getting a big push. It's almost like they're almost there for the handoff, it looks like.
That was a big loss on a down they did not need to go backwards on. Bringing up 3rd and 12.
Yep, looks like it. He's got to come up with a big play at some point, or we're hoping for a sustained drive, but at some point you've got to do something because right now, Uncle Mo momentum is surely sitting on the St. Michael's bench.
No, absolutely.
Here it comes, Daquan, here it comes. Oh yeah, drive. There you go, good.
Pass complete there to Colbert, brought down pretty quick after the catch.
Like they're going for it. It's 4th and 6. 4th and 6.
So 4th and 6,
Hey. Nope, they're punting.
and Fork Union sending their punt team out.
There's another switch at punter. Looks like instead of Alex Williams back there, they're going to bring in Blake Bolt. Last time Blake was out there punting, it was a rugby-style punt.
It was.
So we'll see. But at this point, if he rolls out to the right to punt, he's going to roll right into that really mucky area of the field. A little trickeration.
And he almost has it, but
Oliver Hall with the run. It's going to be all depend on where it's marked. Referee coming in from the near side here. He's right on that line. He's got to make it to the 45.
he had to make it to the 45. That was a good run by Oliver, but you will wonder how they're marking it, and they are
It's
calling
gonna
the
be short.
turnover.
It's going to be short by almost a yard, it looks like.
Gutsy call.
Definitely. Almost paid off. But defense has got to take the field and try to make something happen on their end here.
You can't fault the coach for doing it, though. He's trying to get momentum back for the team, trying to
A
make,
spark somehow. You got to
Exactly.
get a little spark to the team somehow.
and it was a shifty run. From here it was close. I
It
thought
looked good.
I thought the spot would be a little bit more favorable to Fork Union. It was not, though. St. Michael's now facing 1st and 10 on the other side of the 50. And a handoff to number 4, who is met by number 10.
It's Garrett Baker, number 4. I haven't seen him run too much today.
And that's Gregory Heisen on the tackle.
But you got to imagine at this point, even though we're in the third quarter, St. Michael's going to try to keep the ball on the ground and grind out some of that clock.
Absolutely. With a 2-possession lead, 3 minutes left in the third quarter, that's exactly the game plan at this point. Shorten the game, shorten the possessions, and try to get out of here with a W.
Until Fork Union proves to them they can stop them on a consistent basis, why not? Why not just keep running?
One questionable thing at this point is certainly how much time continues to tick off the clock as there's what appears to be stoppage. There is the delay of game.
Stop the clock, delay game.
Shut the clock off if they ain't gonna do it right.
A lot of anger towards the clock operator. Thank God that's not us.
So that pushes it back. Looks like it's second down and about 12 now.
Here we go, facing 2nd and 12. Handoff. And they met him. Fork Union came up, stepped up, and brought him down. Team effort. Heisen definitely there. Hampton there. And Shaw was there, I believe. You probably could name about 3 more guys who were there. There was half the team.
Definitely zoned in on that one. Good play. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and long. So hopefully Fork Union can stop them here or come up with a play.
Big time for the defense. Defense has brought a lot of people up near the line of scrimmage that did not necessarily expecting a deep attack, and yet that's exact pressure getting through. Quarterback's breaking out, scrambling. He's got room, and he continues to be running. And big tackle by Hampton from behind. And unfortunately, that tackle was probably a touchdown-saving tackle, but it's first down St. Michael.
The Fork Union really brought the pressure on that. Somehow he got through it and found himself in a wide open field.
They lost containment. They all got it close, and then no one
Shaw was
came
literally
through.
walking as that guy ran past him.
You see a lot of hands-on hips for Fork Union at this point. Never a good sign.
Yeah, get somebody on that far receiver. There we go.
Dropping back. That's
Direct
7
snap.
with the quarterback.
Direct snap. Nice throw for a
And
running back.
great. Oh, he dropped it.
That
was
was
a
a
pretty
nice,
throw.
nice throw by Wright. Very nice tight spiral. Placed well. Just couldn't get a hand on it.
Was that Colbert who had to shift out there to cover him last minute? It's hard to see. But whoever shifted out there and with very little time had to adjust for that receiver who was running a deep route. Good throw on a direct snap to number 7. And
Certainly.
you don't want to say the game would have been over there, but it would have been tough to see how Fort Union could have come back from that.
I wasn't. I didn't make note of there. Was quarterback on the field? Was it a wildcat type of play, or did they just direct snap it to Mr. Wright there?
I wish I could tell you I noticed. I did not. Oh, nice tackle, open field tackle. I believe that's Hampton again.
Nice play though. After number 23 Xavier Foster had a free shot. It looked like at the quarterback and just
Brought him
couldn't get
down.
there in time.
Yeah. We're looking at 3rd and 8, maybe 3rd and 9 as the sticks continue to move on the sideline. I wouldn't rule out St. Michael's going forward on 4th down here.
At this point of the game, and with the score the way it is, and location of the ball, you got to imagine it's 4-down territory.
Bobbled snap, but they got the handoff through clean. Heisen was in on that tackle along with, couldn't tell, was it probably Hampton. But I believe that's the last play of the 3rd quarter. We are going into the 4th quarter. Right now, St. Michael's leads Fork Union 14-3. And St. Michael facing a 4th down. I think it's about 4th and 5.
Thereabouts.
It's interesting. I don't foresee them going with the field goal team. We saw they attempted an extra point earlier. It didn't go well. Didn't look clean. And since then, we really haven't seen any real attempt on their part to go back to that.
Yeah, even though this is the clean side of the field that they're going to be on, don't know enough about the St. Michael's team to know if that was just an aberration with a missed extra point, or if that's just a point of work and improvement for this year for that team. I don't know where their special teams are in that regard.
Looks like we've got rain coming in.
And it looks like we have the rain coming down a little bit more, which, well, why not?
Well, at least it waited till the 4th quarter to arrive, and the volume that it's arriving right now, it's definitely coming down hard. It's going to make that ball slippery. It's going to make the ground a little bit even tougher to run on. It's been softened up already this week by rain. It's going to make it a little bit even tougher in that regard. So we'll see what happens as St. Michael's takes the field for their 4th down play to start off the 4th quarter.
It does appear to be more like 4 and 6 than 4th and 5, so it's good for Fork Union, but they got to execute here. They're trying to get them to jump off sides, as you can see with that hard count. And really the players are sitting there pointing. They want the flag, and they're just not getting it right now. Sending man in motion, and there's a snap, direct snap. They have the chance if they can just bring them down, and it looks like Fork Union has done that, forcing a turnover on 4th down. And this is the opportunity. You hope the momentum carries over to the offensive side, and this gives them the spark they need.
Great play there, and looked like number 10, Gregory Heisen, started it off right at good, and started off the shutdown of that play, and waited for his teammates to help him out, and were able to bring him down short of the 1st down mark.
See how Fork Union's offense handles the rain. Earlier, when it started to rain, Fork Union's offense really wasn't on the field much.
Well, it definitely didn't rain like this earlier. It's
No,
really
absolutely
opened
not.
up right now.
And they better make sure to get 2 hands on that football now. Look like a gain of 3. Should bring up 2nd and 7. And if I'm not mistaken, it was a little late on this. Is that Alex back out there? No, okay. Well, Alex is out there, but it is still Myers receiving the plays from Coach Schumann and executing the offense. snap. He likes what he sees. He throws it, but it's a little deep, sails on him.
The receiver had stopped. Maybe a mix-up on routes, or
It did look like one was thinking post while the other was thinking just go out. So, yeah.
the good news is, looking at the radar, it looks like this is just going to be a pop-up, quick pop-up storm. Hopefully it's gone out of here soon, and we won't have to deal with this rain.
3rd and 7. Meyer with the ball. Throwing long pass on out towards Alex Williams, but just throwing these longer outer passes like this, where the ball feels like it's just sailing through the air for so long, just really gives the defense a chance to get to the ball and flag out there. I haven't seen a lot of attempts across the middle yet.
And that pass looked like it was coming. He threw it in towards us, and so we could get a good look at it. Almost looked like the ball slipped out of his hand a little bit, got away from him.
Punt team is out. And it looks like Bolt back again to receive the punt, and we got some tricky formation going on. I don't imagine a
No, they
fake.
did the same thing last time. They had Bolt out there for the rugby-style kick. And hopefully it'll bounce. There we go. A little bit of a favorable bounce into St. Michael's territory.
Until it stops.
And good news, Miles Mayfield back on the field, touches the ball, brings it down
Good
at
to
the
see.
49-yard line.
Good to see him back out there. St. Michael's at this point, their strategy is very obvious. They just want to smash it, and they want to pick up first downs, take time off the clock. I'm not saying we aren't going to see them throw the ball around a little bit, try to take advantage of an opportunity, but I'd imagine they're looking, if they can avoid a turnover, they probably feel like they've got this
You got to
game.
imagine they're going to be happy with just running the ball as much as they can, running the clock down, and then getting on the bus with a big W here at
Absolutely.
Fork Union. That's their plan. We'll see if Fork Union can stop them.
Looks like some confusion along the line, and we got a flag, and I would imagine delay a game again, and certainly it is. Puts a lot of pressure on St. Michael's. You can hear a lot of calls coming from the sidelines and from the other coaches trying to call sort of an audible, and it's slowing everything down.
Certainly. And I don't know if this is the first time I've noticed it, but Alex Williams in there looks like he's lining up defensive end position. Taking that three-point stance, coming right in.
Toss out,
And look at that.
You speak of him, and he makes a play in the backfield. A
Great
big play.
play. Great play by a young man who we are used to seeing on offense at the quarterback and receiver position, but lines up at the defensive end spot and reads it perfectly. Makes a great stop.
And this is the kind of down and distance of Fork Union's defense needs right now, and really even the offense is hoping to see too, so they can get the ball back.
Certainly. Big loss on the play. Looked like almost about a 11-yard loss on that play.
When you factor in the penalty along with,
That's
yes.
true.
Fork Union sending 4, and a good tackle by 15 as that Bolt. Hampton came in, hit the quarterback. Hampton a little slow getting up. Don't know how much of that's because of the mud,
Ooh, that's not a good sign.
but
It's not a good sign to see Vijan
no,
favoring that looks like an ankle.
you don't want to.
And he goes right back
Just
down
don't
on the
know.
ground after trying to stand up.
So we have a quick stoppage right now as trainers are dressing Hampton, looking at that left leg of his with a cramp ankle, whatever it could have been. It's definitely awkward. But great play by Bolt on that to make that tackle, stop that
Oh,
play
sure.
dead where the receiver caught it.
Vijan certainly rushed that pass too, as quick as he got in there. Got in the quarterback's face and really made him get the ball out of there quick. And allowing Blake to make that play.
Testament to St. Chris quarterback, St. Michael quarterback for being able to get that ball out as quickly as he did, though.
He showed good poise. He's definitely had a decent game here today. He's had a couple of nice throws. And
Hampton gets there a second sooner, or the quarterback holds the ball a second later. That could have been a fumble. That would have been big.
the way they're tending to him, I'm going to guess that that's a cramp. It looks like to me the way that they're working on his leg. More so than anything on the ankle, which is good news. As far as that goes, definitely not good news to see a young man injured, but the fact that it looks like it's a cramp at this point versus a sprain, and looks like he's going to try to get off the field pretty quickly on his own power.
Is it Julius coming in? Nick Julius coming in to replace Heisen in the middle of that defense?
Hey, we're still in. Clock should be running. Take our time.
So we got 3 down linemen look and fake the. Oh, it got tipped, but he still got the completion through. Fork Union's got to make the tackle. They finally did. Big gain, 20 yards or so
Looks like
almost.
he's going to move the sticks though.
No, I think they just got back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, okay. I'd forgotten about that penalty.
Yeah, yeah.
Big loss.
But that will bring up 4th and 9 perhaps based off the spot. And I mean that's a good gain. I don't expect St. Michael to go for it, but
No, looks like they got their
they
punting
do.
formation back there.
They do.
Definitely, when you're in a situation like this and you're playing field position, you want to push Fork Union back as far as you can.
See if they can execute this punt. Their last one was probably their best of the day. A little bit of a high snap, but they got it away. The kick is good. Fielded by, was that number 7? Miles Garrett?
Looked like it. He was trying to make something happen and almost looked like he was going to, but then got a little bit bogged down, and St. Michael's was able to make the play.
Ideally, run north-south, not east-west.
Definitely. But it looks like they're going to mark him at about the 22, no, 21
I would say.
21-yard line.
Mayo back there again. He's flanked by Caleb Davis. Fork Union may at this point start becoming one-dimensional with passing. Good completion. Was that Jordan Colbert caught that?
Tells him to do that. The ref said run it. Clock's not moving. It's supposed to be.
Ball's placed at the 29-yard line. Brings up second down and about 2, it looks like.
It does, it does. Nice completion. Again, I believe that is Colbert being targeted. Again, hard to see with the number rolled up.
First down for Fork Union.
They needed it.
Definitely.
Stay. Echo. Stay. Hey, check 3.
And looks like that fell incomplete. That's 3 straight targets for Colbert. It worked out the previous 2. That one, it looked like a little bit behind.
It looked like he was looking at on one side and got thrown to the other.
Yeah.
Just didn't make the adjustment to it.
I bet Colbert still wants to have that ball back. I bet he believes he could have caught it.
Kate, be ready for away. What do you got? Kate, be ready for away.
We're looking at 2nd and 10 now. with St. Michael starting to back up a little bit, knowing that they have to play the pass, I am almost expecting just a handoff at some point just to test them and see. And ball down deep to a wide open 16 who is just gone, flat gone.
Yep. That's Nick Julius. Nick Julius with the touchdown. He has definitely found the end zone several times this year so far and adds it to it in today's game.
Great catch, great throw. Good job by the offense. They needed that. They've needed that all day.
At this point, it looks like Fork Union may be lining up to try for two.
Not sure. I would
Yep.
imagine so, given.
Yep, there goes Meyer into the game.
Yeah.
So they are going to try for 2 points. If they are successful, they'll bring it to within a field goal.
Meyer with an empty backfield. And he's thrown it up to 12, but I don't think he's going to get him. And it falls incomplete. Fork Union right now trailing St. Michael 9-14.
It's, it didn't work out for him, but that's definitely a good call. Fork Union's got a few receivers that have height on the St. Michael's guys, and when you're that close and there were a conversion attempt like that, just toss it up there and hope that they can come down with it. Still within a touchdown of
7 minutes.
turning this around. We'll see if they can build on this momentum. Hopefully the defense gets fired up, comes out here and makes a stop.
And if you're St. Michael, it's clear as day what you got to do. You got to put together some drives. You need to just keep milking the clock, and ultimately, you just don't want to. You don't want to give Fork Union too many more possessions if you can help it.
No, you want to try to run the ball as successful, or maybe run some short passes. Definitely keep the ball in bounds. Let that clock run and run and run. But we can't say that St. Michael's is just trying to escape out of here too. I mean, they've been able to move the ball. They've been successful. So
Until that last pass play, most of the big pass plays of the day belong to St. Michael. And a high towering kickoff fielded by St. Michael, being returned by, I believe, 11. Broke through the first wave, but got captured by the second, brought down.
Kirk Kirkhoff on the stop there.
And it looks like they're going to be fielding this at the 23-yard line. Which is good field position for Fork Union as far as that is concerned. If they can just hold them, easier said than done.
Definitely. Good kick there by Matt Ward. Definitely got some air under it. Got the defense a chance to get down there a little bit quicker and make a play. And put St. Michael's in a pretty decent field position for Fork Union to try to make something happen, or at least get a 3 and out and try to get the ball back in decent field position to hopefully win this game.
Again, a lot of extra calls coming in from both sidelines, kind of slowing everyone down as they take it in. Snapped it away, handoff to number 7, and it looks like he has stood up about 2 yards. 2-yard gain is what I'd imagine this is going to end up being. Should be 2nd and 8. I could not tell who when Fork Union got in there.
Pretty much everybody. But, I mean, St. Michael's did what they were going to do. I mean, Bright has been running the ball well all game long, so why not do it again? And until Fork Union can consistently stop him, why not run him?
Absolutely.
So definitely good thing for Fork Union to be able to bring him down for a very minimal gain.
Sort of a size mismatch down here at the bottom. If you see Kirkhoff and the St. Michael's receiver, Mundo, they haven't really taken too much advantage of the size mismatches that they have. They're going to throw a flag. I think they may get Fork Union on crossing into the neutral zone. And that's exactly what they're doing. It looked like they were trying to send a blitz with both linebackers up the middle.
And that's tough because it certainly makes it now a 2nd down and about 4 against a team that's been able to move the ball on the ground pretty effectively so far today. So 4 yards doesn't seem like much to them.
Drops back. He throws it across the middle. Just a drop.
That's a flat-out drop. I mean, that's definitely a flat-out drop.
Doing Fork Union some favors there.
Certainly. And could have been the wet ball. Could have just been a flat-out drop. I mean, that happens.
And we have Hampton coming back out onto the field for defense.
That's great news. Awesome news. Good to see V. John back out there. A guy who's going to make big plays for you on both sides of the ball. I mean, he showed that last year. He's shown it early on this year. So definitely a valuable player for Fork Union. Good to see him back on the field.
Hampton. Oh, we got a false start now. And obviously, St. Michael player very upset. He feels like something went wrong with Fork Union, but he is getting pushed back. And that wipes out the neutral zone infraction Fork Union had earlier.
So we're back where we started, about third and about 9 or so.
Mm-hmm.
Better situation for Fork Union. Let's see if they can capitalize.
Fork Union again playing around the line of scrimmage, but direct snap to 7, who is slowed down. We have flags flying in from the secondary. And, I don't know what this is, but I did see 7's head turn up just a little bit. I'm afraid we could be looking at a face mask. Let's see.
Yeah, it's a personal foul version of it, looks like.
Yeah, against Fork Union.
That's going to be a first down for St. Michael's. Gives them a fresh set of downs.
Are they calling pass interference, actually? I apologize. It may have been. I see the coaches arguing certainly about it being catchable or not catchable. A face mask wouldn't have mattered any, so my assumption is it had to have been something in the secondary, which is where the flag came in from. So,
by the way, it's 15 yards for St. Michael's and a first down.
First down, which they need, and keep getting that clock going. 5 minutes, 30 seconds left. And there's a snap, but the ball's lost. I do not think Fork Union had noticed. Good heads-up play by St. Michael. And who else? Number 7. Right, to jump back on it.
Wow.
We have a lot of arguing right now about. And we have a flag, and I would. This. Oh.
Sorry about that, folks. Microphone decided to take a dive on us there.
There's a lot of argument if you're not here in person to catch it between whether the clock should or should not be running. A lot of peer pressure on a clock operator. And again, I think they lost the snap. He was able to pick it up and get a yard out of it. But that's now twice they've had a bobbled snap. You're St. Michael. You got to be a little bit scared about this whole under center thing. You go back into shotgun now?
I don't know. They're certainly not making it easy. I mean,
Well, after that timeout, I believe that was a Fork Union timeout. We now have a third down.
First timeout.
third down looks like about 8 yards, maybe?
If the stick to be trusted, the official spotting is definitely not matching up with the stick. I mean, the difference is a yard, but it's a game of inches.
That it is. We'll see. Maybe he's just standing on the 45-yard line, protecting the ball, keeping it dry.
I love it. Shot coming off the field on this very important third down.
Fork Union defense back on the field, and we'll see what St. Michael's comes out and has up their sleeve as far as trying to, as far as they're concerned, trying to get another first down, keep the clock moving, and Fork Union begs to differ, wants to stop him.
St. Michael, that pitch towards down towards us could be a massive play for them. I wonder if they look to execute it. Trying to get a hard count to get them to jump off sides. Fork Union not falling for it. Well coached. Keep your eye on the ball. Pressure coming through. Quarterback. Oh, that was Alex Williams, number 12. But there was a lot of pressure there.
I think number 2, V. John Hampton, got in there quick. The quarterback thought he'd sidestepped him. He certainly sidestepped V. John, but he didn't sidestep the pressure when Alex was able to bring him down pretty forcefully.
That brings up a long 4th down. I can't imagine in any scenario where St. Michael goes for it, so it'll be a punt coming up, and it'll be Fork Union's opportunity to take advantage of this situation. They will have about 3 minutes and 45 seconds as of now, certainly.
I imagine St. Michael certainly will take their time, maybe even take the delay game or take a timeout right at the moment that they can. Although it looks like Fork Union might have called a timeout.
I do believe so. It would explain what we're saying. That would leave Fork Union with only 1 timeout left.
And once again, number 7, Miles Garrett, back once again to receive the punt. We'll see if St. Michael's chooses to kick the ball in his direction or try to just get it somewhere where he can't get a return going.
Oh, no. But Miles gets it under control, starts returning it, trying to make defenders miss. Staying north and south now, but now
He's
going
still
east
on
and
the-
west.
he's
But
still
he's
up
running
there.
right back into the rest of the defense, and that's... People need to understand, north and south, you're running away from people. East and west, you're typically running into them.
And I'm not in Miles' head, but he was bouncing around like a ping pong ball there pretty
Oh,
quick.
no. He was trying to...
He might have gotten turned around, and
He was trying to take the lead,
no,
and I don't blame him.
he certainly made a valiant effort to it. But he definitely get it into St. Michael's territory, so Fork Union starts off on the 49-yard line, 49 yards away from taking the lead.
See how Mayo handles this. You can tell that's Hampton next to him with all the mud on him. Quick completion to, is that Nick Julius again? And it'll be interesting to see how it spots. It could be a 1st down, but it may also just be a yard short.
He also didn't look, it looks like he didn't get out of bounds. The clock's still running.
With 3 minutes, with a little bit more than 3 minutes to go, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing for Fork Union. You don't want to leave too much time if you continue to execute.
Wildcat! Daquan, cover!
Mayo with the snap with the clean handoff to Hampton, who gets up the middle. He's got a 1st down at this point. The pile is starting to push forward, but I think the
It's going
officials
to be
have
marked
already
down,
blocked it.
marked down at about the let's look about the 30.
Looks like the 36, yes.
Yeah, 36-yard line.
Yeah.
Wildcat!
1st down, Fork Union, Mayo. Oh, we got whistles and we got a flag, and it's gonna look like a false start.
Yeah, false start. Take him back.
Yeah, looks like one of the receivers tried to get downfield a little bit quicker than the snap.
Penalties we can't be having right now.
Unfortunately, it's there's been quite a few of them this game, and just kind of little mental mistakes. Can't afford to have those in a game like this when you're trying to get the ball downfield and take the lead and get out of here with a win.
Kate, lock it down! It's coming to you, Kate!
He looks deep. He's going deep, but he's well overthrown to Alex Williams. It's gonna bring up 2nd and 15. Definitely had Alex, but with the way the field is and everything else, it's hard to really get that timing set up with your receiver.
Certainly.
Left flex type gun, what?
It looked like
Q, I believe Q Julius, and they had him. They truly did have him. It was a slow developing route, really coming out of his break. He wasn't going at full speed, and just didn't hit him.
brings up a crucial third down and third or fourth. They just switched the down marker. Now
We
they're
have an
switching it back to
official-
third.
Yeah, we have an official timeout.
Okay.
They're making sure they get their act together.
Hey! That's fourth down. No, D. That's fourth down.
Here goes Mayo. Mayo running around, trying to buy some time, trying to run his receiver open, but he's overthrown. It is an interception. And that was a tackle by Allegro out of bounds to stop the return. And certainly that's got to hurt the Fork Union.
Yeah, that's got to hurt. He had scrambled out trying to make a play and trying to avoid the pressure. He was still getting pressure, though, but just got it downfield. Just hit the wrong team.
Danger of not setting your feet when you have to throw the ball. It's part of the game.
True.
Never 40 seconds. Not 40 seconds.
I don't think there's going to be a lot of time left for Fork Union. Not trying to be doom and gloom here, but the reality is they're going to have to hold St. Michael to not getting a single first down here.
When you're playing on a sloppy field with a wet ball, you can try to get in there and try to get the ball out of the runner's hands.
They absolutely can, and there's Wright running with the ball.
They haven't marked it yet. Are they going to use their last time out?
Fork Union takes their last time out of the game.
That is a gain of about 3. They'll bring up 2nd and 7. It's not looking good. But you are right. We are looking at a possibility of, some wet ball shenanigans that could decide the game here at the end. Fork Union needs it to happen.
I think this cold and dreary day, rainy and getting darker and darker every minute, just kind of reflects a lot of the feeling on the Fork Union sideline. It's tough right now, the situation, but hopefully something can happen and they can pull a win out here.
Kind of brought their formation back in tight. This hadn't been helping them too much earlier in the game. Let's see later if it pays off. And he's got a hole, and he is gone.
No, I don't know if he's gone. They got some speed back there, but he's certainly...
Unfortunately, the gain, the first down, I think that's the icing on the cake.
It looks like it.
With about 1:20 left in the game.
And no timeouts left to be able to
timeouts.
stop the ball. Certainly a very, very good turn of events right there on that play for St. Michael's.
1 minute. They're going to throw a flag at 1 minute.
So,
Well, it's
tough game for Fork Union, and looks like St. Michael's has gone into victory formation, trying to just run out the clock.
they bobbled a snap, which goes back to points you made earlier, but unfortunately no one was ready for it.
We do thank all of you that have been watching on the stream and on YouTube, and know that from some of the messages we receive, folks from all over the country watching the game. down in the Outer Banks of North Carolina. I don't know if they're sunny or not, but I know it's sunny out in Arizona. And our one of our former colleagues, Dan Tucker, watching the game from Arizona. But looks like that's going to run out the clock. St. Michael's is going to take the win and get on the bus and head back to Fredericksburg. So congratulations to St. Michael's. Safe travels for them on the way back home. And Fork Union will certainly have to regroup from this and figure out for their next game how they can come out on the right side of the scoreboard.
Thank you guys very much for listening to us. Stay safe.